to suggest that the SNP government are deliberately holding back progress in Scotland so that it gives them opportunities to exploit for the Indie referendum. I'm not convinced that's quite the case. At the level of rhetoric, yes. At the level of actually not improving things on purpose, I think I'd be very, very surprised to think that was the case.
And in some ways, actually, this goes to something that I think you were saying earlier, Douglas, about the usefulness of giving concrete as opposed to abstract examples about the relevance of the current settlement. Because I think the issues of powers, people, if you ask them, should this be decided by Holyrood or by Westminster, then people tend to say, for most issues, Holyrood. We all know that. But I'm not entirely sure if people have such a clear sense about where powers are situated over a range of issues. And if you look at kind of Scottish social attitude surveys and who gets blamed for failings in systems, and that might seem to bear that out a wee bit. So actually, by taking a few prominent examples of policies in the public sphere which are hobbled by the present settlement, are rendered impossible, or we can't have an influence over it unless we are either achieve lots more devolution or B, we achieve independence, then that makes it a bit less abstract for people about what independence might actually do.
Well, to an extent, yeah, but I can't think of examples where they're really doing it, apart from, we need more money to do it this way. Why not think about it in terms of a different way? We want to have a strong renewables energy sector in Scotland, but a number of things that affect that in terms of, for example, access to the power grid or access to the coastline, lies elsewhere. So you think, well, actually, we can do things where there are emissions and stuff like that, but we could do better on our own. And it's that type of approach where they're basically, I think that the SNP have lost momentum, with the exception of thinking about the independence referendum. They came in 2007, had about 2.5 to 3 years of really fast-paced approach to a number of different changes and reviews and getting their party policy positions into a coherent way and a coherent approach to how they wanted to do government. But since then, it has been almost a malaise, with the exception of one or two higher profile issues. And even then, you can argue whether they've been fully thought through with things like minimum alcohol pricing and stuff like that. So we are looking at how a government does things. Everything that involves money, they're going, we could do so much better with things like more money from Westminster, or we had our own control and stuff like that. I think they do need better examples if that's the argument that they're going to try and use a lot.
Okay, well, we're having a good chat for a wee while now, so I might just draw the podcast to its close there. I'd like to thank both of our guests, both Douglas and Caron, very much for coming on and sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a nice Easter weekend, a nice bit of lamb or something to sustain you through towards the beginning of the week. And we will be back next week, probably, to have our episode number 21 of the For All That podcast, hopefully with another guest and things to chat through the various issues that are going on. So thank you very much, and we will see you then. Cheerio.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, I'm all welfare state Wayne, we live on the bottom flare, but we are not allowed to even live there anymore. They say we have too many rooms in our social rented flat, with an 8 by 10 foot box room where you can't swing a cat, but you can't have a spare room in a pokey console flat. Ian Duncan, Smith and Co are putting into that. They say live in a smaller house, they say that is their plan, when the odds against you finding one are 99 to 1. Oh no, my auntie's in a wheelchair, but these Tories dinna care. They say they have a deficit, she has to pay her share. 60 quid a month will take, then leave to her fate. Well, skiing millionaires a tax cut, cause they say they're due a break. But you can't have a spare room in a pokey console flat. Oh, Ian Duncan, Smith and Co, they're putting into that. Oh, they say live in a smaller house, they say that is their plan, when the odds against you finding one is 99 to 1. Oh, no, that Buckingham Palace looks a pretty roomy gaff, but the lodger there get benefits at rates that make me laugh. A civil list plus tax gears near £100 million, and a dozen other mansions lying empty all year round. But you can't have a spare room in a pokey console flat. Ian Duncan, Smith and Co to put an end to that. Oh, they say live in a smaller house, they say that is the plan. When the odds against you finding one is 99 to 1. Now those MPs down in London, they must think that we're all dense, with our second home apartments where the public pays the rent. They even get a food allowance, 200 quid a week, but they say that we're the scroungers as their arse up in their cheeks. Oh, you can't have a spare room in a pokey console flat. Ian Duncan, Smith and Co put an end to that. Oh, they say live in a smaller house, they say that it's the plan. When the odds against you finding one is 99 to 1. Oh, we're from the Federation and we're going to have our say. The bedroom tax it has to go and we ain't going to pay. Oh, we're going to march through George's Square to demand our civil rights, like nay, Mayor, Tories and that Liberal shite. Oh yeah, can he have a spare room in a pokey console flat? Oh, Ian Duncan, Smith and Co, they're putting into that. Oh, they say live in a smaller house, they say that is the plan. When the odds against you finding one is 99 to 1. Oh, you can't have a spare room in a pokey console flat. Oh, Ian Duncan, Smith and Co to put an end to that. Oh, they say live in a smaller house, they say that is the plan. When the odds against you finding one is 99 to 1.
Do you want to expand on that thought a little?